Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so some people have been wanting me to make like a Paladin tanking video. There's not really too much to say about it, so I figured I would just do a dungeon while talking about it. Fair warning, however, when I am doing something or I'm distracted and I'm trying to talk, I'm pretty bad at it. Is what it is. Unless I'm insanely experienced. But, okay, so the TLDR on tanking for Paladin it's weird. And I'll explain why in a second here. Let me get a poll going. Alright, so the whole reason why it's weird is because of dual spec, basically, right? So you can be the two best paladins to tank with under any circumstance, pretty much at all times, right? What are we talking about here? Right. So the two tanking specs, of course, are like a Deep Fraught with Holy Shield, and then just a Holy Shock. If you do the Holy Shock build in dungeons, however, you're going to want, you're going to want Stamina Intellect gear, and the only gear that has Stamina Intellect on it, really, is like your plus healing gear. So, for example, I'm in like a full PvP, like plus healing suit. And it doesn't matter. You judge Wisdom and you use Seal of Martyrdom. And you can hold aggro on anything. It's literally by far the best dungeon spec. Just because you have this nice, thick mana bar, so you just never run out of mana, and you can just go, 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 go. I also like the Paladin Squire, because if things get serious, you drop below half-life, it'll actually start healing you. Raid environment, of course, is completely different. In the raid environment, you can still be a Holy Shock Paladin. It's not a problem whatsoever, but your gearing is different. You unironically want to wear the you want to wear the actual tank gear that has, like, you know, shield block value, mostly because it's just super thick on stamina. In raids, you have less mana concerns in raids because you're going to be punching the dick rather hard, and so you're going to end up just getting a lot of mana from people healing you. The Holy Shock build is the better spec, I believe, under raid circumstances, for TPS, if that makes any sense. And it might even be better for TPS if you wear a Stamina Intellect heavy build. I keep saying if that makes sense, So it might even be better because you'll still have a bunch of spell power because you have Shock and Awe. Okay, so we're a little low on mana right now, so we're just going to chill. I'll probably pull that guy in a second. Okay, we're going to back up here. Oh, he's not coming. Alright, whatever. Just keep the consecration going. Keep hitting this guy. No big deal. Yeah, we'll pull him. Right. I think Holy Shock is the better tanking spec, but it really depends on what you need in raid. And you have dual specs, so you can literally just do it both. If that makes any sense. I keep saying makes any sense way too much. You have them both, right? There's no reason not to have both pieces of gear. Your rank gear is actually your best tanking gear, believe it or not. Oh, I saw that multi-shot. Your rank gear is your best tank gear. I gotta check to make sure there's no trolls. Just because it's so easy to get and it's so stamina heavy. Like right now, you can see I've got like 7,000 stamina. I don't have anything else going on. I'm just pally time. Actually, I have too much stamina. I need to put that on. I don't think anybody has blood. I don't think anybody's got blood, but we can check. Oh, somebody does have blood. Okay. That means I post up here because he knocks you back. Right, so I can check the gear really fast. So you can see we got 6-piece plus healing gear just because it's really thick on stamina and intellect. My intellect is thick enough right now that I got like 250 spell power from it. It's giving me infinite mana. It's really good. We just have some off bits that are like, you know, spell power, stamina, intellect, spell power, stamina, intellect. I need to get plus 22 intellect on my Thane Hammer. Thane Hammer is easily one of your best what it calls it. Easily one of your best tanking weapons, just because it's so quick. If you wanted even more TPS, you could get an even faster weapon. You'll notice in these dungeons, I'm not using, and you can also heal yourself with Holy Shock, which is nice. I'm not using Art of the Dingus. Okay, greed, need, greed. I'm not using, what do I want to say? Oh, I'm not using Seal of Righteousness. I wanna pull these guys over here, just because it helps. Oh, sorry, I tried stunning the boss. My bad. I'm not using Seal of Righteousness, and the reason for this is because I just want as much mana regeneration as possible. I do use Holy Ground as the Holy Shock Paladin. It's just objectively better for dungeons than Aegis or anything else you can possibly get, which is nice. Okay, I need to pop wings here. I need to get this Spectral Tutor. Yeah, shit. Alright, come here. I'm LOS'd. My bad. See that. Fuck, come here. Where's my mouse? There it is. Come here. Come here. Alright, let's get a hammer. Let's get a shield out over there. Let's get some freedom going. Can't freedom. Oh, am I silenced? What the hell's going on here? Where's this guy? Where is he? There he is. Balls. How did they pull? Why am I being silenced? Why is this? Whatever. Right, not using Seal of Righteousness just because I want mana, and it also gives mana back to the raid, so you can see nobody around me is actually suffering from mana issues whatsoever, which is exactly what we want. Again, raids are a completely different story. You want to be as tanky as possible, which is much DPS as possible, and then your threat requirements are going to be completely different, whether or not, depending upon what kind of raid you're in. So if you're in a raid where it's like, you know, fully world buff, blah, 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 then you're going to get so much spell power from Sheath of Light. Let's keep pulling. You get so much spell power from Sheath of Light that it almost becomes better if you just like tank as a prop paladin a lot of times, or just be a Holy Shock Paladin with Sheath of Light, like unironically, even though Shock and Awe is still really, really good, just because it gives you good TPS on the rip. I think the shield is better though. If I stand here, they don't come, but if I stand over here, they do, if I recall correctly. Yep. Okay. So there's a safe spot here, apparently. Back up here, pull him a little bit. Alright. Right, but Holy Shock is the better TPS build. And if you're in a guild that's like fully world buffed and stuff, you're probably better off going Holy Shock, because you're going to have better TPS on the rip. So basically on the pull, right? Is that chain pull? We're in trouble. No, it did not. Okay, cool. Alright, so I need to heal myself here. So we're going to activate our quick heal. Sometimes I have rules. I like to get my, what you call it? Is it up? My fanaticism going. Like, it's up right now. Okay, cool. Everything's fine. We're fine. Alright, get on the horsey. Let's go. Get off the horsey. Thank you. Stay here for a hot sec. Alright. Oh, where's my Paladin? Okay, there's my squad. Right, I still think Holy Shock is a better build for a TPS. It's also a really good build if, in all circumstances, it just has better TPS. And in raids, you would use SOR, like 100%. Preferably, you want at least one rep paladin in your raid, because he'll give you the better improved concentration. My bad. Improved Judgment of Crusader. He'll also give you Sanctity Aura, right? And of course, he can Crusader Strike to keep buffs on and yada yada yada, right? blah, 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 blah. But in dungeons, I find this to be by far the best. Slap on stamina intellect gear, even your plus healing suit is really, really good. Hollowed ground is better than anything else. Shock and awe, and just be a damn holy shock paladin. Absolutely amazing, absolutely disgusting. All right, well, I'm going to stop talking for a hot sec and see if I can't focus. All right, we're going to want to go here. Heal myself. We're going to want to activate wings. Okay, I want to judge wisdom on this guy. We're just getting in position right now. Okay, that guy broke away, which means we're going to pull him back with our range shocks and whatnot. That guy is not coming, so we're going to holy shock him. Okay, oh, I'm going to screw it up on the two. Okay, back away for a hot second. I think the hunter got a little frisky over there. That's why I don't have a huge pack of mobs on me. I'm going to start healing myself. Okay, in theory, someone's going to help heal me around here. Right? There's a mob there. Kill him. Keep the heals rolling. Alright. Is he out of mana? What's going on here? Oh, should I get a heal potion? Okay, that's cute. Oh, no, I'm not in the cloud. I just died. Why no heals, bro? Weird. Okay, whatever. Just didn't heal me for a million years. Yeah, the hunter got a little frisky there. A lot of hunters like putting down frost traps, and it kind of screws up paladin stuff, which is really annoying. What are you doing? Oh no, that is some funny ass shit. Oh, I'm glad he died. You get what you deserve. That is some funny. I like that. That was amusing. Anyways, give you some time to talk about the video. Right, so you can have both gear on you at all times. I highly suggest the rank gear over like the tier 2, the tier 0.5 gear, if that makes any sense. There is some gear. Did a mage do that? That's interesting. I'm actually kind of falling in love with the. Where's my stuffies? Oh, he's resin. Interesting. I'm falling in love with my two-piece tier 0.5 gear, just because if what it says in the bar is correct, it's even better than like a tier 1 two-piece. So it's literally just belt and bracers, which is really easy to get if you're of your tier 0.5 gear, and then you just carry around your 6-piece rank gear, and that's really good dungeon gear. It's really good tank gear. It's just good gear in general. I might not have had armor aura on. Let's make sure we get that going. Yeah. I don't know why he wasn't healing me there for a while. Also not entirely sure why I took so much damage. Very strange. You're just like sitting there like, oh crap, I need to use my whipper tubers. That guy's got mana. Why is he not healing me? What's happening here? I don't understand. Okay, I guess I'll just die now. Thank you. Since I don't trust this healer all of a sudden, let's do that, shall we? Okay. Him. There's a dingus over here. Something happens. Whatever. Let's get out of the cloud. This guy. Yeah, this healer sucks. I guess he doesn't know how to down rank and spam a lesser heal. Is my guess, judging by his mana bar. Note to self, healer sucks. Unless I'm just pulling way too much. Holy crap, these things hit hard. Okay, good to know. They hit like a leaf mob. Very interesting. Do 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 do. So I guess I do need it. Yeah, I don't trust the healer anymore, so I'll just use Holy Shock defensively predominantly. What is this shit? What are you doing? Fucking heal me. What is this shit? Are you okay? Jesus. Wow, that's some fun lag. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah. That is a DNS flush lag situation, more than likely. But maybe we'll kill this boss first. I'm gonna mark her and see if that helps. There's that stuff. Where are you at, lady? There she is. Perfect. Okay. Self. Healer cannot downrank. Interesting. I'll get that off me really fast. Jump. Bubble. Cancel bubble. I do not like that lag. That is very annoying. Oh, Blood of Innocence. Nice. If I have any, I've never got any Blood of Innocence in here. Not once. Oh well, is what it is. Yeah, so that's really all there is to it. I think the Holy Shock Paladin, even in raids, just has the better TPS. Pug raiding is something I definitely need to talk about. Pug raiding gets weird, is the best way to describe pug raiding. The reason why pug raiding is so weird is because you end up with like the worst of all situations, right? So in a pug raid, the worst case scenario is that you have like really bad healers, or healers that don't spam heal on you. They don't really know what they're doing, right? You have bad healers. The totality of the DPS is quite poor. That can also happen. Let's go over here. The totality of the DPS is poor, so fights go very long. What the? That's an ally. I was like, I want to stun a gnome. Yeah, so the the totality of your DPS is bad. Your healers are bad, so the fights go really long. They can and all that stuff. But there's always this one jackass in a pug that's basically fighting you for threat, right? They don't belong in a pug. They belong in like a top tier speedrunning guild practically. That's often a scenario you find in kill all these dragons. Okay. I guess I would like this guy. Okay. I'm going to stand right here. So if I get knocked, it should be interesting. So. Right, and that's kind of the nightmare scenario of pug life as far as tanking is concerned. Alright. We're a little low on mana. What is that? I'm not deal with that. You pull aggro, you pull aggro. How did the fucking gnome get over there? So I like face the gnome directly on and he ends up at an angle? What the fuck? That's really annoying. This ought to suck. Why are you explosive shouting so quickly, bro? Is there like I guess you got, what you call this? Death. We're healing ourselves in this one. I want to face a wall. There we go. That should be the quest then. Let me double check to see everybody has their buffs, and I'll talk more about rating stuff. I'm like, blah, 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 worst case scenario, blah, blah, blah. Right, so the worst case scenario is... Right, we already talked about what the worst case scenario is. Proper gearing for the worst case scenario is really annoying because you kind of need to be wholly shocked, but you also need to be as much mitigation as you can possibly get your hands on. And you might not even have world buffs. Right, so your situation's completely different if you don't have world buffs, which usually means that you're going to pug. And then you might find yourself in the nightmare pug scenario, right? Like, that's how my brain works on that one. Judge wisdom. So that's how my brain works on that one. Under those circumstances, one of two builds will be better for you. Either you're probably going to want to go Holy Shock period just because you're going to have better TPS, but you're either going to want to wear... you're pretty much 100%. You're pretty much 100% going to want to wear the tank gear. So you're actually wearing tank gear as if you're a Holy Shield Paladin, and instead you go Holy Shock, because Holy Shock is going to give you the better TPS. Don't do it, bro. Why are you acting like... I guess... No, he came. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some range tanking. Jump, Avengers. Yep. Come on. Since we cleared this room here, there's no reason not to. Okay. Head back. How did you get aggro? I guess he just did. Whatever. Yeah. That's some good stuff. Hunter knows what he's doing. Hell yeah. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to kite tank with this thing. I like doing it every once in a while. It's just fun. Fun and different. I mean, why not, right? Right, so highly suggested you wear the tank gear just because you'll be thicker and your overall mitigation isn't the worst thing in the world. But you got to go Holy Shock. And when you go Holy Shock in actual raids, you're going to want to use SOR. You're going to want to use the fastest one-handed weapon you can get your hands on, which is you're going to use a 1.3 speed weapon, whether you like it or not. The stamina intellect gear is fine, if that makes any sense. But stamina intellect gear doesn't have any spell power on it, which is by far the biggest problem. Alright, I should pull everything in at the dog in there. And then we post up over here and we ask ourselves, do we have wings? Yes or no? You better not be dead, bro. Okay. I don't know how you got aggro on that. That's cute. Got some skills. Oh, it's almost like dead. No wonder you have aggro on that. That's just retarded. Here, move. PvP skills for you. I'm stuck. Self-heal, don't I? Okay, priest mana bar. Definitely self-heal here. I'm not in a cloud of death. Okay, we should be good. Hello? Good serfs. I really don't want to kill that because he's got a fiend on it. Okay, that's fine. Off of this. What is this shit? Alright. Yeah, so I really don't know what gear to wear under those circumstances. Even your healing suit is actually amazing, just because of how much it just gives you a ton of spell power on it. But yeah, if I was taking raids, I'd probably go Holy Shock, and I would go the prop build, if that makes any sense. And of course, if you're like off tanking in a raid, so if you're the off tank on like the Gar, fight, for example, there's a bunch of minions attacking me, suddenly you want to go Holy Shield. And that's kind of the elephant in the room is dual spec, right? Because one of your specs is going to be Holy Shield. The other is going to be... Let's see. My bad. All right, we're still here. Yeah. Said stack on. No, stack on me. Come. When did it pause? Doesn't make any sense. How long we've been recording? How long we've been paused? Well, I guess we've been recording this whole time. I assume I paused recently. Started here. Come. I have no idea. When the hell did I press P? Alright, whatever. Ouch. Excuse me? Alright. Let's get these reels. Yeah, but the vast majority of what you're going to be doing is you're going to be healing in raid as a paladin the vast majority of the time. Especially since that's how you get your PvP gear for some messed up reason. You're going to be healing in the raids. Yeah, you're going to be healing in the raids mostly. And you are going to be tanking in dungeons. The vast majority of the time you'll be tanking as a paladin will be in dungeon content. And that's just true for classic World of Warcraft in general. And man, Holy Shock Hollowed Ground is just disgusting. It's really, really good. So I'm really digging it. Worst case scenarios. We talked about the worst case scenario stuff. Yeah. Okay, so my overall thought on Paladin is this. You motherfucker. Who the hell did I put Blessing of Freedom on? Okay, nobody. My overall thought on Tank Paladin is this. You don't want to go Holy Shield unless the game basically forces you to. And then that's the truth. You just don't want to go Holy Shield unless the game absolutely forces you to. So I'm just chilling here, getting some mana back. No big deal. Oh, that's actually bothering me now that I'm looking at it. Combat, floating combat text. Okay, you can go away now. We'll agree for that. Return to game, and... Oh, I can't mount up. That's sad. Oh, when you pull things, make sure you pull with Avenger Shield, because by the time Avenger Shield, it says such a slow travel time that by the time it hits, you can exorcism the target, and then of course it's into a Holy Shock and all that good stuff, so it's just like whatever. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm not hitting him. I wonder if I'm mana. Let's see if the tier 2.5 boss is anything they have. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. We out here? Sure. Guess people are done with the tier 0.5 quests for the most part. Yeah, you're going to be taking dungeons. Oh yeah, I was saying, yeah, as a general rule, don't go Holy Shield unless the game literally forces you to. You want to resist going Holy Shield as much as possible, just because you're going to do way more TPS as a Seal of Righteousness, consecrating Holy Shock, judging Seal of Righteousness. Yeah, you're just going to do way more TPS as a Holy Shock Paladin. And that's not really going to change for a very, very, very long period of time, believe it or not. And when raids are fresh, right? It's not the, you don't need a lot of TPS, but as the game goes on, you need more and more and more TPS. We're going to pull, and we're going to try to get on a horse. I'm going to lag the fuck out while I try to get on a horse. We're going to put on Consecration, and we are going to find our Holy Wrath. There we go. These guys blow up. Probably want to do some fire resist here. Okay, cool. We're still recording. I want to hit at least one of these guys for mana. Yes, sir. I guess they're just gone. Wonder how he pulled aggro. Whatever. Well, if you did pull aggro, bro, you ran the wrong fucking way, that's for sure. Good news. We get mana. And yes, I am aware of the math on Holy Shield. The other annoying thing about Holy Shield is that it doesn't get good until you get like your 6-set bonus on tier 1. Like that's when Holy Shield actually starts getting good. And Season of Discovery prior to that, Holy Shield just isn't all that great. Even when you get it at the 6-second tier bonus, it's still not all that amazing. In PvE, like AoE farm content, it's probably just insanely good. But other than that, I mean... And of course, AoE content, you'd be using a Argent Defender, like clearly. I better actually start doing some DPS here. Alright, well, I'm just going to shut up for a hot second and focus on killing these bosses as quickly as possible. So we can see just how terrifying this Paladin actually is. But those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. Everybody buffed up? Yeah, everyone's buffed up. My horsey is on cooldown, so we're just slugging it over here. Uh-huh. 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 We're going to want to wings this one, see if it's a little frisky. How? How did you pull aggro? Why did you pull aggro? You guys are a little bit too frisky for my liking. Alright, so one should die here soon, so they can fall out of the puddle. There we go. Now we can run through the puddles just fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'll go loot them later. Oh, someone's a moron. Oh, okay. Look at his health bar. You okay, bro? Huh? What's it like to be stupid? I'm not pulling correctly, my bad. Okay, so we're going to want to back this guy up as far as possible. Get our pally head down here. In a moment here, he's going to do his thing. So I'm going to hover over the... Yep, there it is. Bubble, you piece of shit. Oh, I can't because I'm still forbearance. Whatever. Oh, you have 2 seconds left from forbearance. Derp. Okay, thanks. Oh shit. I want this. I want to jump. You can't jump. Someone's got flag row. You have everybody here? I thought there was one. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I remember sometimes these bosses drop dark runes and that's like their loot. Haven't seen that in a million years. Maybe Blizzard fixed it. That was really funny when it happens. Jesus. Can we hit her? We are hitting her. I hate how many particle effects there are in Season of Discovery. One of the main reasons why I don't play retail is because there's so many fucking particle effects. Like I can't find my mouse button. It's like white noise in my brain. Oh, never mind. Speak of the devil. So I just hate how many fucking particle effects there are in Season of Discovery. Particle effects. Make it look cool. Cinematic. I can't fucking see what's happening. So I'm old. What the? Okay, I thought that was the boss coming down the stairwell. I was like, why? If I recall correctly, these guys... Oh, I already do have the shadow resist buff on me. Okay, that's cool. Do ourselves. This. I'm here. Yes, fear the squire. Skullomance. Sheesh. Okay, so these guys are actually annoying enough that I need the wings here. So I've kind of discovered that if I keep my aggro up high enough, they will at least stay kind of with me. Gotta get him off. Gotta get him off. Gotta stun him. Auto lag. Yeah, I can see that. That's not what's happening. Those guys just drop aggro. Very annoying. We'll do a proper pull on the final boss. If you have SOR, you want to judge it, but I don't have SOR. So it's like whatever. Good news is, I guess I'm the only melee class, so positioning doesn't really matter. You can see how little attention I've been paying to the dungeon so far. Ah, Jesus. When it rains, it pours. It's like speak of the devil, and when it rains, it pours. Not great. All buffs are fine. So, what I like to do... Ooh, never mind. Together, shield, get the wisdom on them, blasting them. Thank you. These guys are actually hurt, so I might need to pay attention to some. So how I like to pull this guy, I like to Avenger shield from this side, and I like to move my little butt over here, which pulls them around. Because they need to LOS this long guy. Shock ourselves here. Does that. Do this. Get the concentration down. Watch the HP bar. Get out an Avenger shield. HP is falling, so we're fully shock heal ourselves. We can actually stun this guy, I believe. Yeah, you can stun him. Just checking. Whoa. Alright, we'll do a proper pull here. Oh, I can't really. Oh, well, whatever. Alright, let's do it. So off goes the Avengers, then goes the Exorcism, then goes the Holy Shock, then down goes the Consecration, then we judge Wisdom, then we need more Holy Shocks, more of this, more of this. Definitely want an Avenger Shield when we can, or we can get teleported into Narnia. They're on their own. Lion horses. Ooh, Vigor Steel's actually really good stuff. Helm of the Valor. Alright, mission accomplished. Get the hell out of here. Alright, so that should be the end of the video. Again, the TLDR and everything is don't go Holy Shield unless the game literally forces you to. You can re-examine how good Holy Shield is when you get the 6 set tier 1 bonus. But without the 6 set tier 1 bonus, Holy Shock Paladin is literally just the way to go. I don't know about Hollowed Ground in raids. So would I go Aegis over Hollowed Ground as a Holy Shock Paladin? Let me think about that under raid circumstances really quickly here. So Aegis is going to let me block more, so I'll have more readout uptime. And I guess it literally depends on what gear I'm wearing. I do have the block value gear, which is nice. But, I mean, Consecration under raid conditions is going to be about, like, 180 HPS on your Paladin, which is kind of gross. So either one is really good. Like, whether you go Hollowed Ground as a tanking Paladin or you go Aegis as a tanking Paladin, it's probably both really, really good. It really depends on your gear. There's not really all that much interesting to say about tank Paladin in Season of Discovery, to be perfectly honest. That's basically the sad truth of it. There's not even a reason for me to get up off my butt and to try to figure out which one is actually better, like mathematically, because the Holy Shock Paladin is just going to do way more TPS than the Holy Shield Paladin by a ton. And so very quickly it becomes circumstantial when and where you want to go the Holy Shield Paladin. Oh, the only other thing to mention, let me think, is the Holy Shock Paladin really wants to use Shock and Awe, and the Shield Slam, of course, wants to use the block value on the gear. It's unclear to me just how much TPS you get from Shield Slam. I know it's on like a 6-second cooldown. So in theory, when you get, enough block value on your gear, Shield Slam becomes competitive with Holy Shock. The thing about Holy Shock, though, is that it resets, right? You're going to have like a 40% critical strike chance or something stupid like that on your gear. So 40% of the time, your Holy Shocks are resetting themselves, which is absolutely disgusting. You also have the Shock and Awe rune, which is amazing. And you just have better ranged TPS on the pole, which is kind of important. Yeah, so I would need to reevaluate with the Shield of Righteousness, yada, yada, yada. You might think, I'll take Shield of Righteousness and I'll take Hammer of Wrath or Hammer of the Righteous over Purifying Power. Terrible idea. Very quickly, you can't really support the GCDs. There's just not anything interesting to say. I don't know what to tell you. And block value under raid conditions in Alliance is basically a joke. So I think I'll end the video here, and Day Assault, boys. Looking for group dailies. All right, I'll end the video here, and Day Assault.